Hey, what's up? Today we're going to be doing a comparison video on two insulated stainless steel shaker cups. We're going to be looking at one of the top selling items on Amazon. This is the Blenderbottle Strada versus the new kid on the block, the Bolde Bottle. We're going to take a look at the features of each one. I'm going to tell you the pros and cons and which one I think that you should get. Do me a favor though, as usual, if you find this video to be helpful, please hit the like button, maybe even the subscribe. I do these types of videos and other health and fitness videos several times a week. I did a full write-up on my website, businessshizniss.com, about this exact same comparison. So if you want a more in-depth look at both of these bottles, I'm gonna put a link in the description down below, as well as links so you can just go and directly purchase both of these if you so desire. Just looking at these two side by side, they look like they're gonna be the exact same size cup and hold the exact same amount of liquid. But in fact, the Blenderbottle Strada holds 24 total ounces, and the Bolde Bottle holds a little bit less at 20 ounces. The reason that it looks so big is it actually has a container at the bottom of it for your protein powders, your supplements, whatever you want to take. If you take that off and put them side by side, you can see there is a little bit of difference. So if you're looking for something with volume, the Blenderbottle Strada has a little bit of an edge over the Bolde Bottle. Another difference with these, as you're looking at the guts of both of them, is the way that these mix. So the Bolde Bottle has something I've never seen before. They call it their patented silent mixing system, and they've actually got the whisking ball, or the whatever you want to call it, it's actually built in to the lid itself. And if you wanted to, you could unscrew it. If you wanted to wash it by hand or something, you could do that as well. See, it comes right off of there. And so, pretty unique system. The idea there is it's supposed to be silent, so that way, whenever you're shaking up your liquids, you don't have a loose ball shaking around on the inside of your bottle, which is what the Blenderbottle Strada does. It's got your basic whisk ball, drop it in there, stainless steel of course, drop it in, and then you close it up and you do your shaking. So I definitely give the edge to the Bolde Bottle in this case. I really like this, and it does make a difference whenever you are mixing your bottles. It is much quieter than the Blenderbottle Strada. Okay, now let's look at the build, the internal build of these specifically. So of course, both stainless steel, as you can see. Now, the Blenderbottle Strada does not say anywhere that I can find what grade steel that it uses, whereas the Bolde Bottle uses what you see in a lot of other shakers that are stainless steel. It's an 18.8 or a 304 grade stainless steel. So a nice high grade stainless steel on that. It's possible that the Blenderbottle Strada has that, but I couldn't find that anywhere on any of its documentation. Now, since we're talking about stainless steel, let's actually go back to the lid here real quick. Now, Bolde Bottle did something that I have never seen before, which was they went ahead and they insulated the inside of the lid as well. You can see here that the inside of the Blenderbottle Strada is plastic, which is pretty common. Now, the reason that this is so important is because when it comes to cups that stink, if you've had very many shaker cups, you know they can grab odor, they can stink because the smell will absorb into the plastic. Well, that's one of the problems with types like this, with lids like this, is that this part is not insulated. Yes, the inside of the cup is, but whenever you put your lid on, your actual lid is not insulated. It is plastic, which can lead to odor absorption. But you don't have that problem with the Bolde Bottle because the entire inside, once you seal this up, it is completely sealed with stainless steel. So I really like this. In fact, the whole top is stainless steel. It's got a little bit of weight to it, which I actually like. Both of these are, of course, double wall vacuum insulated, which basically means that you can see it's almost got an extra layer on the outside of the cup. Actually, let me take off the thing here. So you can see it's got a little bit of like a coat around it, or an extra layer. That is the double wall insulation, which helps these to stay colder for longer. A couple of other features that these both share: they've both got the liquid measurements on the inside of the cup. You can see that there, you can see that there. It's still got a little bit of a liquid from me drinking it, but so it's both got that. It both has the ability to have handles on it. Now, the Blenderbottle Strada, you can obviously see, comes with the carrying loop here on the top, if I can get that on there. So it comes with that right there on there. But the Bolde Bottle, I think they missed it a little bit on this because it doesn't come with a carrying strap. You actually have to buy it separate. It's like $12 more. I think that they should have went ahead and just included it. It works great once it's on. It actually matches the color of the overall cup. You can see here it's just sort of a plastic, but you know, I really wish they would have just included this as part of the overall package, just like the Blenderbottle Strada does. The exteriors of these are very similar. I think that the Blenderbottle Strada has more of a plastic feel. It's not really coated. I mean, it is with a little bit of something, but it feels kind of what I would expect it to feel like. The Bolde Bottle, on the other hand, feels a little bit more higher end coated. I'm not exactly sure what that is. It's some sort of a powder coating. They got the nice sort of emblem on the side too, just like Blenderbottle does. But this just feels a little bit different. In fact, whenever I've got the lid on and the compartment here on the bottom, it's heavier than the Blenderbottle, even though they're almost the exact same size. A lot of that's because of the additional stainless steel that was used inside of the Bolde Bottle, but just a little bit heavier. Now, both of these do fit into car cup holders. I found that the Bolde Bottle was a little bit tighter of a fit. It is a little bit thicker of a cup. I'll kind of show you here for an example. So you can see it's just got a little bit more size. What's on the bottom of that? Dirt. So it's got a little bit more of girth to it. So whenever I put it in, it doesn't go all the way to the bottom in one of my cars. It does fit in there snugly, but it doesn't go all the way to the bottom, whereas the Blenderbottle easily went in to both of those. Something else that the Blenderbottle Strada has over the Bolde Bottle is a lid lock. So with the Blenderbottle, you can open it, but it's got this little notch on it. And whenever you lock that like that, you can't open it. So if you're shaking it, you don't have to worry about it coming open. The Bolde Bottle doesn't have anything like that. In fact, the way that it attaches, it's got this little plastic piece here that plunges into the mouthpiece, and it does seal securely, but it doesn't have any sort of a lock on it. Now, I've not had any problems with that, but it's something to mention if you are a violent shaker. Maybe that makes a difference for you. But something else while I've got this off, I wanted to show you. Take a look at that spout. Look how tall that is. Now, compare that to the Blenderbottle Strada. It is a little bit tall, but you can see here on the back side, it almost becomes flush with the actual lid itself. This stands up almost like a straw. And in fact, I emailed the company and told them how much I appreciated the height of this spout, because it made me feel like it was just easier to drink because it actually kind of came away from the top of the lid. So I give the edge to the Bolde Bottle as far as ease of drinking. Okay, so let's talk about final thoughts on both of these. Is there one that I like better? Is there one that I would give the edge to? Well, yes and no. It really depends on what you're looking for. I think that the Blenderbottle Strada is exactly what you would expect from a good stainless steel insulated shaker. It's got a lot of the features that you'd like to see. It's built well. I don't like that the lid is not also insulated, but it is a good shaker cup. Whereas the Bolde Bottle, in my opinion, is more of a premium level, high-end shaker cup. It feels like a nicer shaker cup. I like its features better. I like that it's got the compartment here at the bottom to store your protein powders. I like that especially the lid is stainless steel as well, because I don't run the risk of odor absorption like I do with this. I have thrown a lot of cups away because they ended up stinking and absorbing too much odor, and I just can't use them after that. I'll never have that problem with the Bolde Bottle. It's possible with the Strada. So this is a high-end cup comparatively. They both do a great job of mixing. They both got some different types of features. So it really kind of depends on what you're after. Now let's talk about price, because that's kind of like a big deal. So this is a premium bottle. This is an average good bottle. The price reflects this. This is going to run you about $55. You can only get it on the Bolde Bottle website currently. They are looking to expand over to Amazon, but do not do that yet. So you can get this for about $55, but it's a higher cost. I think there's a chance you're never going to have to throw it away like you might with something that is more plastic. So this is a long-term, high-end, premium luxury bottle, but the price reflects that at $55. Now with the Blenderbottle Strada, you're going to get it for about half the price, actually a little bit more than half the price probably, and it's going to last you a long time as long as it doesn't end up stinking, as long as that lid doesn't end up taking on some additional odors that it's not supposed to, and your cup ends up getting ruined. So it really just depends on what your situation is. If you want to look for a gift for somebody and you want to give somebody a really nice blender bottle, the Bolde Bottle is a great choice for that, really either one of them, but this is the high-end premium choice. I use this one mostly for my daily drinking here at the house. I take the blender bottle with me more often, but I drink from both of them, and I like the features of both of them. So that's my comparison video of the new kid on the block, the Bolde Bottle, as well as the old tried and true Blenderbottle Strada. Thanks y'all so much for watching these. You know what? These would make great Christmas gifts, FYI, wink. Just something to think about. Links will be in the description down below for both of them, as well as to the actual article on my website, fitnessshizness.com. Thank you all so much for watching. If this was helpful, please hit like, maybe even the subscribe. I do these types of videos and other health and fitness videos several times a week. We'll see you on the next one. Peace out.